Hi, I'm Blake.
And I'm Jamie.
And we're Blamey.
Yeah, and I now still say I guess so, but you haven't said it in a while.
Oh, goodness. We need to redo every video.
I guess so.
Oh, someone's calling. Well,
it's awkward.
We'll hang up on that one.
Sorry, Tammy.
Anyways, today we're going to do a fun game where we're going to physically feel a book that we've read this year. We know when we've read it.
I don't know if you read these this year.
Oh, no.
Shoot.
They were supposed to be ones we read this year.
I didn't catch that memo.
It's all right. I'll feel it. I got it. I got this. And then we're going to guess what they are based off the size, the feel, all those type of things.
Okay.
And then based off of that, we're going to try and guess. And then after we're corrected, because I guarantee we get all these wrong, we'll just do a brief synopsis of what the book is and why maybe you should read it or maybe not read it.
Cool. I like it.
All right. Who wants to go first?
I mean, me.
Meaning I guess first?
Oh, I want to hand you a book.
Okay.
Also, there's a chance you read some of these this year.
Okay.
Sorry, they're just sitting on my lap.
I'm waiting for the Wheel of Time one that's... Oh. Okay. It's smaller.
Wait, should I have shown it to the screen first? Cause
Yeah, here you show it to the screen.
Okay. You may have it back.
Alright. This is a Robin Hobb book. And
title is
Assassin's Apprentice.
Open your eyes.
Ah, darn it!
So I think it's the same size as all of our Robin Hobb books.
It is, and so here's what I've gone off of. I didn't read Assassin's Apprentice in the version I have. I also did not read the Game of Thrones version I have. So I realized this book has not been opened yet. So I went off of like, this is a brand new book.
Yeah.
This is the right size. It has kind of an embossed thing.
Because you listened to both of those.
Yes, I did. Assassin's Apprentice and Game of Thrones, I listened to the first of both the series.
Cool.
So, okay, Game of Thrones, fantastic fantasy series. I feel like I don't have to share much about it. This is the first in the Song of Ice and Fire series. And hopefully George R. R. Martin will get the other ones out so we can have a finished series eventually here.
Write them faster.
Yes, please. But phenomenal characters, really interesting. The politics are what drive these, but a great fantasy setting. If you're interested in fantasy and somehow you haven't heard of these, or if you've just been like, I don't want to read that thing that is the show's based off of, give it a chance. It's phenomenal. You'll love it. Really interesting characters.
Easy to follow.
Easy to follow.
Not as complicated as you think.
I'm
still really intimidated.
It's definitely not Wheel of Time complicated.
Okay.
It's not complicated, but it's also it doesn't necessarily expect you to know everything. It does a good job of continually explaining this is who this is and this is why.
Yeah.
And it is an epic fantasy series. There's a little bit of that investment there. But it is also just very approachable, very easy to read, and has very human themes that are easy to understand. And the big thing is you don't have to remember as many characters because they all die. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Eyes closed?
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you show the camera?
I did indeed.
It sounds heavy. Oh, it does not feel heavy. Kind of like plasticky. It's definitely been read. I don't like it. Because it doesn't stay open. See that?
Yeah.
And then those ridges. What book did I read that I didn't like because I had to hold it open at all times? It's small too.
Alright, guessing time.
Can I just say pass?
No.
Shoot! I can't remember what I read this tiny. It's really tiny and I can't keep it open. But it's not tall. Is it tall? I really love this book. This is like exactly why I love YA and YA fantasy, because it like wraps up nicely with a bow. It has everything that's good about it. It was really cute. Almost wrapped up too nicely because I don't want to read the second one because it's like I'm satisfied.
I thought it was funny you mentioned like, it doesn't stay open. It's like, yeah, because the words are so big, you didn't leave them open long enough to actually make an indentation on the spine.
Huh. I mean, there's a lot. Like, most of my books are like this. For some reason, I was picturing this a lot. I need to, like, hold a book for a second. It seemed a lot skinnier to me, but it's a normal sized book.
Let's move along here. We probably got to do these a little bit faster with
Okay,
our
sorry.
guesses.
Sorry.
All right, how heavy is this one going to be? This is kind of thin, actually. Thinner, taller. Some sort of sticker. This is, but it's got a thing. So this has been used or worn. Okay, by the size and the feel, I'm going to go with Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Ready Player One.
We're gonna not get any of these, are we?
No, we're not. We're not going to get a single one of this. Freaking love this book. In fact, this might be my favorite book of all time. Awesome dystopian world. Combines pop culture, kind of an Easter egg hunt, and tech all in one fantastic book. If you haven't read it, read it. Much better than the movie. Much better than the movie. That's my one for that one. All right. Eyes closed.
Okay.
And go.
Oh,
hold on.
I know I didn't show Ready Player One to the screen. I suck. Oh, it's so heavy.
Go.
And it's fat. And it's kind of worn like it has been read a lot. Or maybe it just went on a vacation with me. Ooh, is it, that would have been more beat up. I took one to Hawaii. I'm gonna go with, maybe it was the third one. Lightbringer?
No, A Torch Against the Night.
I don't know if this went on vacation with me. I think this is book 2 or 3. I think it's 2 of An Ember in the Ashes, which I talked about already. I've talked about this a couple times. The first one's fantastic, and then they just slowly get a little bit worse and worse. They're fine. There's like some redeemable characters and like good qualities, but the fourth one just ends with so many questions, and it takes a weird spin with like.
So what's a brief synopsis? Like, what are we talking? Fantasy, dystopian?
Yeah, it's fantasy. They're like this guy and this girl. I can't go backwards. These are like the emperors. They're on the emperor's side. And this girl is a slave. Like how I can't point backwards. They're just kind of, no one feels free. They're all kind of trapped in their roles of life, and they're just, yeah, it's a good story. It just takes some odd little detours. So it started out fantastic, didn't end up being my favorite series.
I thought maybe the grippiness.
Yeah, the gripping.
So I would say, if I fill a book that feels like this, it's one of your books.
Yeah, that's so true.
None of mine. Okay.
We don't have any of those. Okay.
Small, skinny. This is too small for like the Lord of the Rings. And it's too thin for most things. It's too small for a Sanderson. It's the right size. It's like one of those Lord of the Rings size books. But it's just thin. I'm gonna go with a Dresden File. Let's go Full Moon.
It's a really good guess. That's
The Hobbit. I told you it was on the Lord of the Rings size. So the Hobbit are. I don't even know. I have to explain the Hobbit. One of the most famous books in the world. The Hobbit is a whimsical fantasy series where Bilbo Baggins, a little hobbit who's like 3 feet tall, goes on a journey with a bunch of dwarves and a wizard to try and defeat a dragon.
That was really good.
Thank you. Okay. Ready?
Yes.
And there.
Wait, did you show?
Oh no, sorry. This thing. Here you go. Oops, let's get that better in there. There we go. Okay.
Okay. There's bumps.
Oh,
It's gotta be mine. And it does have that cool feel, just like the last one.
I told you, every one of your books has that
they
feel.
feel cool. Ooh. You know what I think it is? I think it's one of the, the 3 Queens, 3 Dark Queens, or like 2 Dark Thrones, or by Kendare Blake.
Wow.
Heck yes! Oh my gosh!
Good
Oh my
job.
gosh, I got it right!
You got it right. Okay, brief synopsis. What do we got?
I hated the series so much.
Done.
Oh no, it's so good. It was good. It just ended awful.
5 dark fates, with the 5th fate being the readers.
But really though, I still don't know whose 5 Dark Fates the last book was talking about.
All right, let's go.
Ooh, I'm so proud of myself. Oh, I need to hand you one. I was closing my eyes. Okay.
Show it first.
Thanks.
This is tall. This is big. This is
What does it smell like?
This is a Joel Abercrombie book. Yeah, like Before We Were Hanged.
Nice job.
Blade itself.
The first one.
That's a unique size.
It is a
Right,
unique
like
size.
it's basically about hardback sized, but in a paperback. There's not a lot of these.
Good job.
Anyways,
You keep smelling that book.
it smells good. What can I say? All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Eyes closed.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. The Blade itself is a
Oh.
phenomenal grim-dark fantasy series.
I can see something over there.
Oh, whoops.
I didn't see it. I saw a color.
So you know what it is. It's fine. Anyways, phenomenal grimdark fantasy series with incredible characters and a plot that kind of exists, but it almost doesn't matter because the characters are so good. Set in a world where everybody's horrible, and man, do you feel it. Great read. Highly recommended. All right.
Okay, I saw that it was like reddish pink. Does that disqualify me?
Probably.
Oh,
Let's see it.
It's heavy. It's got one of these things. And it has bumps. Shoot. Red book. It's really not that fat. Okay. When I saw the red, I thought like a cord of thorns and roses. But I don't... This thing's throwing me off because...
I'm shaking my head at you.
Why? Because it is a cord of thorns and roses?
No.
Okay.
Whoops. Soon as I said
Because I just read it? I'm reading it right now?
that. No.
No. It's red. It's not too boring.
All right. Let's make a guess here.
I'm cord of thorns and roses.
No.
Oh, it's pink. I saw a lot more red.
Oh, well.
Why would that throw me off? I
love.
love that book.
Okay.
Cinder is like Cinderella. She's a cyborg, and she lives with an evil stepmom, and there's a prince. Okay.
All right.
It's really good. So I had to show the screen.
Oh, this feels like it's missing a thing. This must have been read a lot. It feels like a Lord of the Rings book. Right size, right thing. You did the Hobbit though, so I don't think it's going to be Lord of the Rings. The plastic on here. This is definitely a read often book. What book have we read so much that it has destroyed covers? Or that I cared enough about to get a used version of with a destroyed cover. I don't know. I'm going in the... You know, I'm just going to go with like Return of the King or Lord of the Rings. It feels like that right size. Might be a little tall. But it's definitely the right thickness. No, you know, let's go something else. Let's go... Maybe John Luke. Maybe this is like not a fantasy book. Maybe I'm overthinking it. We're gonna go Return of the King. Mistborn.
I thought for sure you'd get that.
Mistborn. Oh.
It's because we lent it out to everyone and their dog.
I know.
What's Mistborn about?
Mistborn is a fantasy series based in a world that is kind of falling apart, where people can have magical abilities by consuming metals. These metals give them different things, like super strength, super speed, a bunch of different things, and they're fighting against a guy named the Lord Ruler who has incredible magical abilities and all of the metal, basically. And so they're set about trying to assassinate, effectively, the Lord Ruler. That is the plot of Mistborn. Are you ready? Hopefully you'll do
Oh,
better
I'm
with
on
this
my
one.
last. I thought it was done for some reason.
Oh, one more here. All right.
Oh my gosh. That is fat. This has gotta be Court of, nope, is it Court? No, it's the orange and gray. It's orange and gray. What is it called? I don't think I read anything this fat before. Is this Wheel of Time?
You were closer to begin with.
Oh, okay. The orange and gray. Because it's not like.
I think you're close enough.
Okay, what's it called?
Silver
Flame.
Silver Flame.
I got it.
Dang it, you did good with all these, even though you
Thank
cheated and
it's
it's all
because
one of
this
them.
is so freaking fat.
I'm
And
still upset I missed one.
Ooh.
Oh no, lots of books are fell in.
good
That's
one.
okay.
This one is book 4 of Court of Thorns and Roses, and it is not great. I gave it 3 stars. There's just a lot of like fluff. And by fluff I mean bad words and naughty scenes. There's like the plot just doesn't really move in this book. That's my biggest complaint. But like I do like the characters and I was excited to see where they headed. But anyway,
Awesome.
I'll read the rest of the series.
So apparently we kind of suck at guessing what book is by it, except you were pretty good at it.
Thanks. I got 2.
Didn't you get 3?
No, just 2.
I got none.
You got Joe.
Oh, I got yes. I picked the wrong book, but I got the right series in there, which kind of counts. So yeah, I guess we're kind of bad at this, but why don't you give it a try and let us know how it goes. All right, see you later.
See ya.